Brazil, a land of vibrant colors, pulsating rhythms, and unparalleled natural beauty. But do you know its history? Who discovered Brazil? A history as rich and diverse as its rainforest ecosystem. From ancient tribes to European colonization, from the slave trade to independence, Brazil's story is a testament to resilience and cultural fusion. Long before the first Portuguese caravels sliced through the Atlantic, Brazil was a tapestry of indigenous cultures. Thousands of tribes thrived in the rainforest along the coast and in the savannas. Long before the Portuguese set foot on its shores, Brazil was inhabited by millions of indigenous people living in complex societies. These societies were incredibly diverse, with hundreds of different tribes, each with their own unique cultures, languages, and traditions. They had developed advanced agricultural techniques, built impressive structures, and created intricate art and music. But everything changed in 1500, when the Portuguese, led by Pedro Álvares Cabral, arrived on the Brazilian coast. This marked the beginning of a new era for Brazil, characterized by colonization, exploitation, and profound cultural changes. The impact of the Europeans' arrival was immediate and profound. Indigenous populations were decimated by diseases brought by the Europeans to which they had no immunity. Entire communities were wiped out, and those who survived faced enslavement and displacement. The Portuguese established colonies and began exploiting the land and its people. Indigenous resistance was fierce, but ultimately the superior weaponry and tactics of the Europeans prevailed. The once thriving indigenous civilizations were systematically dismantled. Despite the devastation, the indigenous people of Brazil left an indelible mark on the country's culture. Many aspects of their art, music, and traditions have been preserved and continue to influence Brazilian society today. Today, Brazil is a vibrant and diverse nation, with a rich cultural heritage that reflects its indigenous roots. Efforts are being made to preserve and celebrate this heritage, ensuring that the stories and traditions of Brazil's first inhabitants are not forgotten. As we look to the future, it is important to remember and honor the contributions of Brazil's indigenous peoples. Their resilience and strength in the face of adversity are a testament to the enduring spirit of humanity. For over 300 years, Brazil was under Portuguese control. During this period, sugar plantations and gold mining became the backbone of the economy. Enslaved Africans were brought in to work, forever changing the country's demographic makeup. The Portuguese saw immense wealth in Brazil's fertile lands and rich mineral deposits. Sugarcane became the primary crop, and large plantations sprang up along the coast. The demand for labor led to the transatlantic slave trade, bringing millions of Africans to Brazil. These enslaved individuals endured unimaginable hardships, working long hours under harsh conditions. Meanwhile, in the interior regions, the discovery of gold in the late 17th century sparked a rush of settlers and fortune seekers. Towns and cities grew around these mining areas, further entrenching the colonial economy based on exploitation and forced labor. The wealth generated from sugar and gold fueled the growth of Brazil's colonial society. But it came at a tremendous human cost and the rapid expansion of mining activities. Despite the oppressive conditions, the African slaves brought with them their own rich cultures, traditions, and resilience. Over time, their influence began to permeate Brazilian society. Music, dance, religion, and cuisine were all profoundly shaped by African heritage, creating a unique cultural fusion that remains a cornerstone of Brazil's identity today. As we reflect on this period, it is crucial to acknowledge the suffering and contributions of those who were enslaved. Their enduring legacy is woven into the very fabric of Brazilian culture, a testament to their strength and resilience in the face of unimaginable adversity. In 1822, Brazil gained independence from Portugal under Emperor Dom Pedro I. The Declaration of Independence marked a significant turning point in Brazil's history as the country embarked on a new path towards self-governance and national identity. However, the road to independence was not without its challenges. The young nation faced internal political struggles as various factions vied for power and influence. The monarchy, republicans, and regional leaders often clashed, creating a turbulent political landscape. Despite gaining independence, Brazil continued to grapple with the legacy of slavery. It wasn't until 1888, with the signing of the Lei Áurea, Golden Law, that slavery was finally abolished in Brazil, making it one of the last countries in the Western Hemisphere to do so. The abolition of slavery brought about significant social and economic changes. Freed individuals sought to build new lives, contributing to the cultural and economic fabric of Brazilian society. Yet, the struggle for true equality and social justice continued as the remnants of slavery's impact lingered on. As Brazil moved forward, the resilience and determination of its people became the driving force behind its growth and development. The journey from colonial rule to independence and from slavery to freedom shaped the nation's identity and laid the foundation for its future. In 1889, Brazil transitioned from a monarchy to a republic, marking the dawn of a new era. The early years of the republic were fraught with political instability, but they also laid the groundwork for the nation's future as a burgeoning industrial power. Throughout the 20th century, Brazil's path was marked by significant milestones and challenges, from the Vargas era to the military dictatorship and finally the return to democracy in the 1980s. Brazil's political landscape was in constant flux. As the century progressed, Brazil emerged as an industrial powerhouse with its economy growing rapidly. The nation's rich natural resources, coupled with its diverse and industrious population, fueled this growth. In the 21st century, Brazil has taken its place on the global stage. Hosting the World Cup in 2014 and the Olympics in 2016 showcased the country's ability to organize and celebrate on an international scale, bringing the world's attention to its vibrant culture and enduring spirit. Despite facing ongoing challenges such as political corruption, economic inequality, and environmental issues, Brazil's journey continues. The resilience and determination of its people remain the driving force behind its progress as they strive to build a better future. From its indigenous roots to a Portuguese colony to a thriving republic, Brazil's story is one of resilience and transformation. But the question remains, how will Brazil shape its future in the next 100 years? As we look ahead, emerging technologies and innovative solutions are poised to address Brazil's most pressing challenges. Advances in renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and smart cities are already beginning to transform the landscape. Brazil's vast rainforests, often called the lungs of the earth, hold immense potential for conservation and sustainable use. With global awareness and local initiatives, there is hope for preserving these invaluable ecosystems for generations to come. From music and dance to art and literature, the creative energy of the Brazilian people continues to inspire and captivate the world. Ultimately, the future of Brazil lies in the hands of its people. It is their resilience, creativity, and determination that will shape the nation's destiny. As Brazil steps into the future, the world watches, eager to see the next chapter in this remarkable story. To stay updated on evolving history and the stories of nations around the world, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for more content. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Your support helps us continue to bring these stories to life. See you in the next video.